Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mayfield off the play fake. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find those holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
They started
How?
with terrific
You weren't even there, bro.
even better after that play.
How are you hurt?
Great options with where they started, so they decided
Lord.
to press their advantage,
That's
and it paid
insane.
off.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that
Already
early
don't have
turnover into
much
points.
on offense.
Now Darnold going to take it and just back this one forward to his wideout. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only a couple yards there, and it's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Darnold. Pass complete to Cordero Patterson out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
This is how we scored. The offense is ass. We only play defense here in Washington.
Backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Now Mayfield. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hall ought to give up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22.
Oh, where got CJ? Oh.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Commanders will take
Can I
over
get
a
lucky?
1st and 10. Out there, set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first.
That was a good user blitz.
10-0 to score.
I had a feeling, but damn. Alright. I should have audible for sure. That was stupid.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the tight end goes in motion left. After the sack on 1st down, Darnold. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson.
Yes, sir.
He's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This makes me nervous.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Is he blitzing again?
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Patrick. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a first.
Darn easy.
Continuing to move the ball.
No, I'm just getting lucky with play calling.
They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And Darnold just beating the play clock. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Darnold down to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown, Washington. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
Yeah, he played hard flat too.
Extra point away from
I know he's mad.
3-score lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Commanders 17, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time.
Oh, no! Oh, why did you sit there? You're an idiot. Go get a sack. Wow. This man just sat there. Never seen that before. I want no stats.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action. Mayfield. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Hall. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Right side.
Oh, he's fast.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down.
These guys have definitely been out.
Parsons was there. Man, Parsons is crazy. I like him.
Panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
Pass rush Limbaugh.
Move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez Scantling. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Single back.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Parsons is different.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks.
I should have took a timeout. I don't really trust my offense.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
On first down, it's Darnold.
Ooh-wee.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Okay, yeah, he does have crazy pressure. Gotta remember.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
Oh, my God.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Washington.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Yikes.
First and 10.
Oh, I thought I was free.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make
goodness.
it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it,
I got 3
you've opened
timeouts.
up lanes for your runners.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Nah.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Toss left side, Patterson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Get in there, CJ. Oh, so close. Wait, so this is 3 scores. It's 3 scores regardless. So.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And here we go on 4th.
Catch it differently.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I thought I had a... my OC.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. This pass out wide to Hall. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime
give it a try.
report. Coach.
Swift is not on these Lions.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought
he was going to run with Pierce a little.
They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 27.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I gotta watch that. He's blitzing this corner.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And down he goes at the 45 after.
Man, if I had a better quarterback, I would have launched that.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. Trying to run inside, but not there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. He finds his man complete. It's Patterson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Harrison Smith.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Man open is
go CJ!
And he's going to be marked down just inside.
They're giving me some funky catch animations, but it's working.
This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Darnold going to take it and just back this forward to his wide out. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Completely slowed me down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
To the air again, Darnold.
Why are you catching like this? What the fuck? Go up.
Down near the 25. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah,
He does this hard flat again. I got a touchdown.
Because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Darnold on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Snap it, they're going for it. Here's Darnold.
Oh, wow.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sam Darnold.
Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, flush to his right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room.
He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
This offense is
setting ready for this next drive
tough, man.
Offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. Got his
the fucking throw, Samuel.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions nothing.
Draft a quarterback. Sam make passes like that.
So the ball
You
moves
don't need
into
one.
Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, Patterson.
Great run.
5 yards
Great
on the
run.
carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second and 5 now. Darnold. And he's got Pierce.
Big Darnold, Darneezy.
To a full yard shy of the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Darnold down to
Yes.
throw.
No! Darnold!
Man, he missed him.
Oh, he's so ass.
Not letting up on the pressure.
Oh, that was the perfect play.
This expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Oh, you can't do it. Ah, shit. CJ! Yes, sir!
Touchdown! CJ
He fell for it. He let up just a second.
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, They took care of business with it in game 2.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched.
Oh, wow. Good shit, white chocolate. Wow.
Ashton Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
Chill, Nika.
We talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down.
Great run.
You really have that one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do that? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 45 on second down.
I should have stayed.
He's got Smith here. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got his man, Valdez Scantling. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
I don't know.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mayfield.
No! Grab the ball!
At this point in the game. They've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Mayfield down. A check down, complete to Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
If y'all don't pick the fucking ball off,
We'll go the other way with the football.
y'all got me in this terrible spot.
4th and goal from the 2. And this shot is going to continue as the defense holds again. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. There's a quick throw caught out.
You're okay,
wide.
CJ.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Darnold.
Ah.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly the first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stop.
Cortland Sutton?
Take
No, that's a DB Sutton.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking for and finding Arnold once again. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, catch that!
And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been no and it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down, Mayfield.
Ah.
Ball is caught. Marquez
Good
Valdez
play.
Scantling. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mayfield to throw it. This is and
shit.
he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong.
Yeah! Take off! Yeah!
They're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
What's CJ going crazy?
Fourth quarter, they've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win.
Good shit,
They were
CJ.
good on offense and on defense.